Good morning, I'm Tricia Bear from the Culinary Command Post, and today I'm going to show you how to make baked swai fish. Baked swai fish, and it's really good. First thing we're going to do, let me kind of show you my ingredients. So I have 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, baking spray for my fish pans. I have 3 green onions, some chopped onions, about 2 ounces of chopped onions, and then I have some a tablespoon of the minced garlic, which we're going to put on our fish. And then once we get our fish, after we marinate it in lemon juice just for a few minutes, then we're going to put our salt or pepper or garlic on top, and then we're going to go ahead and bread it with this breading. Now this is Zatarain's fish fry breading. That's what we're using today. We're going to marinate it first with lemon juice, and I've got the oven on 350 degrees. It only takes about 10 minutes to cook fish, so once it's halfway through cooking, about 5 minutes, we're going to turn it over so it can cook on the other side. And fish is really flaky, so you want to be very gentle with it. Okay, so we have our fish in our pan, and we're just going to pour this lemon juice on it to marinate it. And after a few minutes, we're going to rinse it off after it's marinated. And we're just putting a little bit on each piece of fish. This is actually boneless and skinless fish is what we're using on the swai. Okay, so I'm just going to rub that on the fish and let it sit for a few minutes. And then we're going to rinse it off, put our salt, pepper, and garlic, and then put our breading on top of that with our green onions, our chopped onions, and then our garlic on top. And this swai, from what I've been told, it doesn't have a fishy smell to it, so if you don't like that type of fish, this is a great fish for you to try. Alright, so we're just going to let it marinate just for about 3 minutes with the lemon juice, and then we're going to wash off the lemon juice, put our seasonings, and then bread it. Alright, while that's sitting for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and spray our pans with the baking spray. Once we get the fish breaded, then we're going to put olive oil on top of the fish too. Just letting it sit in there a few minutes. Okay, now I'm going to rinse it off with cold water. Also, we're going to make a lemon butter sauce for it once we get it in the oven. And what I'm using is the McCormick lemon herb and butter sauce, and then you can add wine to it or a little bit of Parmesan cheese as well. So I'm going to add cheese to this since we already put wine in our rice. And the method on cooking fish is if it's an inch or less thick, then it should only take about 10 minutes. So basically what we're trying to do is get the internal temperature of the fish to 165, and that way you know it's done and it's not overcooked. And we've got our oven preheating at 350 degrees. And these aren't from the freezer, they're from the fridge, so I took them out last night and put them in the fridge to de-thaw. And they're skinless and boneless. So I have about 10 pieces of fish is what I'm working with now. Alright, so we're going to go back over here. Switch out the gloves. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic powder and the salt and pepper on them before I bread them. You can do it either way. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle on out the, actually this is onion powder, and we do have minced garlic too that we're going to put on after we bread them. Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of salt. That's optional if you want to add that too, but I'm going to. Okay, so I've already sprayed my pans. And now I'm going to dip them in the breading. Just like so, just a light coat. Make sure they're all covered. Just like that. I think I should be able to fit 5 pieces in each pan. This is swai fish. Sometimes it's hard to find. You can get it in the Okmulgee Walmart and then also in the Glenpool Walmart. Shake off the excess breading. Five in that pan. So the way you judge your fish is every inch of thickness on your fish, you cook it for 10 minutes. That's the general rule, but once it does the 10 minutes of cooking, you can check it with your thermometer, your meat thermometer, and it should be 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's how you know it's done. And I use the whole pack of the fresh fish fry seasoning. So you can probably get away with using half the pack because I still have some left over, but we're going to discard it. Okay, and then on top of it, we're going to go ahead and add our minced garlic. Our chopped onions. And our 3 green onions that I chopped up. This is the Zatarain seasoning. And And then we're going to spread olive oil over the top. We're just going to lightly drizzle olive oil over the swai fish. Just lightly drizzle. And on that, it'd be better if you did have a squirt bottle like this, use that. It'd be easier not than just doing it with this. But I had vegetable oil in that, so I didn't use it. Okay. Alright, so now we're ready to put it in the oven. 350 degrees. We're going to put it in there for 5 minutes, and then we're going to turn it at 5 minutes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven. For 5 minutes, and then we're going to turn it over. Okay, so while the fish is in the oven, we're going to go ahead and make our lemon butter sauce. And we're using this McCormick lemon butter sauce. It only takes about 5 minutes. So we're going to whisk the milk, which is 1 cup of milk per pack, with the sauce. So I'm going to put in my milk first. And then we're going to whisk in our lemon herb butter sauce. And we're going to cook it on medium heat until it becomes to a gentle boil. And then we're going to reduce our heat and simmer it for 2 minutes, stirring occasionally. The sauce will thicken upon standing. Alright, so we're just going to wait until it comes to a gentle boil. And then we'll reduce our heat to simmer for about 2 minutes. Our fish is in the oven, so you can start this halfway through the fish cooking or however you want to do it. I went ahead and started it though. Since it gets to a gentle boil, then I will turn it down to low and simmer it for 2 minutes. And our fish, we're going to turn it over halfway through cooking. Now, in addition to the seasoning pack and the 1 cup of butter, you can add wine. You can also add Parmesan cheese and also cayenne pepper. So I'm just going to add the Parmesan cheese. And we'll wait till the fish cooks completely, and then we'll put a temperature check on it and see if it's 165. Go ahead and add our Parmesan cheese. It's just starting to gently boil. So I'm going to turn it down to medium-low and let it simmer for 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my Parmesan cheese in there. Alright, so the fish is halfway done cooking. So I'm going to pull it out so I can turn it over. Just a minute. That looks like it's going to be a great sauce to go with our fish. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, so I'm going to pull it out, turn them over, and put them back in for 5 more minutes. It's that easy. Be very gentle with the fish because it's very delicate. We're going to put it back in. Once I get both of them back in, I'm going to reset the timer for 5 minutes. Put it back in there for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to test it and see if we need to put it longer. We're going to try the sauce and see if it's not too runny, not too thick. Perfect, actually. See what it tastes like. That is really good sauce. It only took a couple minutes to make. Very good. Not bad at all. Okay, so I'm going to set that off the burner for a minute. Okay, it's only about 100 after 10 minutes, so we're going to stick it back in there 5 minutes at a time. So this oven takes longer to cook it, so just double check your temperature, and that way you know it's done. Time. Dang. Now let me put the sauce on it too. Oh, I forgot to put sauce. Let me put the sauce on it if you don't mind. Let me put the sauce, and then we can take a picture of it with the sauce. What's this? Use this one. that with the sauce on it. Gotta have sauce. Alright.
That looks pretty good.
I'm gonna try that and I'll get the spoon for the rice.